Hey guys, and welcome to Unrealcraft, the weekly update. So yeah, this is just something I've been doing. This week's episode, I've got a lot done. We have basic cultivators, incubators, ancient key molds, and everything. So why don't I start off with the items that take a while to do? Well, let's start with the ancient key mold press. This is something I kept jibber-jabbering about in the last episode. I was saying, hey, I should create some kind of a key mold press or something to get an ancient key. So now you actually do get to do that. So I can quickly grab the recipe for this. Yeah, so the ancient key mold is created with 6 clay, 2 Dominion scarab gems who have had their recipe changed. I didn't know this, but it's 1 Dominican amber and a scarab gem to create the aquatic scarab gem. And so it would just constantly create this and not the Dominican scarab gem. So it now requires 2 Dominion scarab gems. Yeah, so double the resources. And a master key from Real Filing Cabinet will get you a ancient key mold. And this, once placed inside this amazing machine, which will have a more colourful UI, everything in Unrealcraft will. It sucks at the moment. I'm focusing more on the code. So yeah, create ancient key from mold, and it's going to start doing this kind of enchanting table stuff. It's going to go ahead and start enchanting the key to become a fired key, which you'll then need to put into a furnace to get yourself an ancient key. So yeah, yeah. So then we have this, which, believe it or not, is a cultivator. We now got stages in game. This is from a new mod I created called Unreal's Block Stages, and it works with the Ore Stages extension for game stages. And so, game stage, cultivat stage. And you'll see it's actually a cultivat. Now, if I don't have this stage, and I was in survival, and I mine this, I can get this unknown block back, and it will say, you do not have the cultivator technology unlocked yet. Continue progressing to unlock it. Place this block down again to collect your cultivator back. It will be added to your inventory. And if you place it down, ta-da! There's my cultivator. Place it back down again. I don't have the technology, so it becomes an unknown block from Unreal's block expansion. Alright. So this is one we do have access to from the Unreal's Egg and Cultivator expansion. It is the basic cultivator. Now, at the moment, I'm trying to make my own type of bio goo that it will take, but at the moment it takes oak wood. So yeah, this is what you do. You put in a uncultivated basic dino egg, and you have to click update for the first time, or you could just leave and rejoin it. It needs a tick update for the first time. I haven't figured out how to get the tick update to work on the first try, so I just clicked an update button. Anyway, this has a 50% chance to give slime or a 50% chance to give you a dodo egg. I know that's overpowered. It will be changed. It's just, oh my god, I'm really unlucky. There we go. Finally, I got an egg. So this then can be placed inside the incubator, and I know it should say, I don't know, like synthesized dodo egg instead of uncultivated, because technically, wouldn't the cultivator cultivate it and this incubate it? I know I've done things in a weird way. They will be fixed. Things will make sense, but at the moment, they really don't. So yeah, you place the egg inside the incubator. Do not spam, otherwise you'll use a load of eggs. And then the egg will get placed inside the incubator. How cool is that? How amazing is that? It actually incubates the egg in real time. So yeah, this will take about 5 minutes, and success is not guaranteed, and the embryo might die. That is 100% not true. I have not coded that in yet, so at the moment they will all succeed. That will change. They will have a chance to die. Yeah. The egg is still cooking. The key's still cooking. What else can I show you? How about I skip until these two are done, and then I'll come right back to you guys when these are all done. Hey! The key's done! Alright, so once the key's done, you can go ahead and collect your unfired ancient key. And this is going to be really important. You're going to need to fire it inside a furnace. This is then going to go ahead and smelt the key into an ancient key. And that's what you can use in Anu's throne room. On single player, if you teleport to the ancient throne room and then go back out immediately and then try and teleport back to your base, your game will crash, so I'm not going to do it. But because I've already showed you me teleporting to the room with the beacon on the last episode. Anyway, that's how to get a key. I'll show you guys the eggs next. These have had a huge update. This is the old model. This is the new model. Yeah, a hell of a lot bigger and a hell of a lot better. So yeah, this is basically the cultivated basic egg. And that is going to turn around when it's done. Unfortunately, it's a weird error. It's going to turn this side. The incubator is. Everything spins for some weird reason and rotates in Unrealcraft when it's done. And I cannot figure out how to stop it. It bugs me. Now, these actually have a new... See, it turns round. I don't know why. It's so weird. I wish I could figure that out. It bugs me, man, because I have to keep changing my incubator to, like, the right way round, and it bothers me. I don't know why it bothers me, but it bothers me. Anyway, I need to fix that. So these eggs here, they actually have a new, obviously a new model. They look way better, and they actually have some new features. So I'll show you guys them when they begin stage 2, which is, you know what? I'll just go ahead and skip stage 2. Because this will be 5 minutes in the future. Oh, there we go. They actually turn into entities. How cool is that? And they make a cracking sound to indicate the hatching. Now, if you actually hit one of these, you'll get the egg back. Just like in fossils and archaeology. And you can just place it down again. And then you'll have to wait 5 minutes for it to start the hatching phase again. So, yeah. Now, these have a new UI. It says, fertilized fabricated egg, embryo status hatching. It appears to move occasionally. What could this mean? Sounds can be heard coming from the inside. Could it be close to hatching? The specimen that emerges is always female. Yada, 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 we've seen them before. So, now these, they have some very interesting particle effects on them, and the particles move with the egg, so no matter where you are, the particles are going to stay with the egg. And yeah, so they have particles on them to indicate how far along they are in the hatching process. So it's kind of like you gotta keep an eye on the egg kind of thing, and you can see visual signs of how far you are. If the smoke is small like this, then it means it's just started phase 2, or it is basically halfway through phase 2. And it's anywhere between 1 and 5 minutes through phase 2. If there's really big smoke and the egg's like a giant, it seems like there's a wildfire and the egg's really smoking, you'll know that the egg is actually in stage 3 and it can hatch any moment. So yeah, this is basically how the eggs go now. They're alive, just like the eggs in fossils and archaeology. If I summon so if I actually place this down, you'll notice that the eggs in fossils and archaeology revival are actual entities as well. And so I wanted Unrealcraft to mimic that. Obviously my egg doesn't look that small and that good, and I have no idea how you make eggs that small in something like Block Creator, because trust me, I've been trying. Nah, I can only make big eggs, which kind of suck because I don't know how to shrink them down without the models getting completely corrupted. So I'll have to figure that out, see if I can make smaller eggs. But yeah, that's basically everything so far. So, with that being said, in about 3 minutes now, you'll see that the smoke starts to get a hell of a lot more violent. It'll get bigger, it will get taller, and you'll notice that we're in stage 3, and you just know. I wanted there to be like signs of an egg hatching. I didn't want it to just say constantly on a GUI. I wanted things to be open to interpretation of Unrealcraft, and I wanted things to come to like the player naturally, like, hey, this is happening, maybe it's closer to hatching, I don't know, I've never played the mod before, but this seems interesting. You know, I wanted the player to have that feeling like, oh my god, this is happening, I'm getting my first dinosaur, this is going to be fun. And so I'll come back to you guys when we're in stage 3, where the eggs are actually, oh wow, that is perfect timing, holy crap. Speak of the devil, that's insane. That's like the perfect timing ever. Wow. That is insane. Oh my god, that's crazy. That is so cool. That is so cool. Wow. Perfect timing. So yeah, that smoke being larger now indicates you're in stage 3. And so what stage 3 means is there's only 5 minutes left until they hatch. Now, all this is client-sided, not server-sided. What that means is, if you're on a server and you're in stage 3, do not leave. Why? If you leave, the eggs will just start stage 1 again. There'll still be entities, but so you won't see them in their block form, because the way it works is there's a timer on the entity stage. So if you leave and rejoin, that timer is going to be reset. And it's basically so that the eggs can have their original timers intact. It's the only way I could add a timer onto an entity to trigger it to do something. And so that is why you never want to leave if you're in this stage, because if you leave, they just won't hatch. It will reset the entire timer on the entity, and so you'll have to wait for the small smoke and the big smoke again, and then for a dino to hatch, and that's not fun. It's really not fun waiting. So I'll come back to you guys when they're about to hatch, which honestly should be like 30 seconds. I'm pretty sure I can speak for England. I've probably been talking for about 5 minutes. Come on, you can do it. Hatch. Taking a while, guys. It's taking its time. Oh, they're hatching. Right, before that last one hatches, I might be too late. I'm pretty sure that last one hatched. But I want to leave to show you guys exactly how the timer can be reset. If you leave and rejoin, the timer could reset. So there's that. You guys really wanted to stay in the world, huh? Fair enough. You just couldn't wait, could you, buddy? Wanted to see the world. Now we've got to wait again. Alright guys, so it is now in stage 3. So I'm going to go ahead and leave, and I'll show you exactly what happens if you leave when you're in a server. And this will happen in the server as well, it's not just single player. Unless someone's loaded in the area, or you've got like a chunk loader in, then it will work. But if the chunk gets unloaded and reloaded in, this is what's going to happen. Because it's on its own individual timer, it's actually not going to keep the timer that was originally set. It's going to go back to stage 1. And so it's not going to be... You're not going to be hatching anytime soon if you leave and join. So, yeah, keep that in mind. But that's... Yeah, that's it for this week. I mean, Unrealcraft's going to be done in, what, 2 years? There's no rush, and I want to make sure everything's done. And if, you know, changing an entire hatching system to make it more, you know, in tune with fossils and archaeology is what I have to do, then so be it. But I just think it's so cool that you can start from and as a block and then have it turn into an entity, because I think that's really cool, because it's like it comes alive, you know? And I think that that's not really done in many of the hatching things. And so I understand it's a little less realistic when it's there, but I mean, eggs don't move if they're not already hatching, right? I mean, so that's kind of my thought on it. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Like, let me know if there's any more ideas. That's basically it. Leave any suggestions. I'll see you next time.